This is Gojo, my slow cousin. He's not really my cousin, and he's not really slow. This is Kind Girl. She thinks Gojo is my slow cousin. She put a chair and walls around it for Gojo to sit down and be safe. Oh, and this is Senor Pedro. He's not nice. Senor Pedro looted the lab and had been very greedy from the start. He has abandoned us several times already. Fortunately, he got bored and left the game, leaving behind Kind Girl, Slow Gojo, and me. The main story begins here, an encounter between a kind-hearted girl and a notably rude boy. I kept encouraging my fake slow cousin Gojo. Kind Girl insisted on keeping Slow Gojo safe. Slow Gojo was determined to drive as fast as he could. Despite her obvious frustration, Kind Girl was trying to be patient. The train stopped at Sterling Town, and Kind Girl was lured by the smell of bonds. Slow Gojo went straight into church to grab the jade tablet, and it was the only thing he came for. Neither Kind Girl nor I could quite comprehend Slow Gojo's behavior. He rushed back to the train carrying his precious treasure. When I turned around, Slow Gojo was already leaving us behind. We somehow managed to make it back to the train. Despite Gojo's behavior, Kind Girl was still being kind. Slow Gojo skipped the outpost but didn't skip the dynamite. The blast hurled Kind Girl into the air, her figure momentarily silhouetted against the flames. I revived my fake slow cousin, which, by the way, I named Eric since Kind Girl asked. She was a bit worried because Slow Gojo went by himself to town. Slow Gojo was actually taking care of zombies just fine, at least at this point. Kind Girl was afraid, so she stayed on the train the entire time, while Slow Gojo was doing his thing. And she was right, my poor cousin was dead again. Her kindness knew no limits. She allowed Slow Gojo to play with the safe. But eventually both got tired of the game. Slow Gojo, annoyed by being asked to sit down every minute, decided to unweld the chair. And Kind Girl was starting to lose her patience. I must also add that I wasn't on a call with my fake slow cousin. I offered a unicorn to Slow Gojo so that he would behave, but he ignored me. Kind Girl, however, wasted no time. Slow Gojo was quick to find himself dead again in the castle, and again, and again. This time the girl's kindness couldn't save her. As soon as I revived my fake cousin, he stole everything from Kind Girl. I thought Kind Girl would finally snap at him at this point, but she didn't. In case you're wondering why Slow Gojo never said anything before, that is because the only word he said a few times was, "Go." We were only a few meters away from the outpost, but Kind Girl was just sitting there, while Slow Gojo was determined to stand on the roof of the train. I was happy, though, that I didn't have to revive him for now. My slow cousin Gojo was managing to stay alive, and Kind Girl finally started to move the train. I was a bit frustrated because I had cleared the castle for them, and all the loot was there, waiting to be taken. At last, we finally arrived to the outpost. Kind girl let it go and wanted to return to the castle in the morning. My greedy fake cousin took the unicorn and had no intentions of returning to that castle that killed him over and over. Kind girl would constantly ask me to deliver her messages to Gojo, as if Gojo were, well, a bit slow. I tried to convince slow Gojo to go back to the castle with us, but he just wouldn't listen. Instead, he decided to drive the train away. Yes, slow Gojo was driving again. At this point, Kind girl finally snapped. It had all been too much. She began threatening slow Gojo and even said something truly horrible to him. Well, not really. I was trying to explain to her that my fake slow cousin, who wasn't named Eric and definitely wasn't on a call with me, was shouting because he was deeply disturbed. Kind girl felt bad for what she said about my slow cousin. Night came and slow Gojo was ready. I didn't want for him to die again, so I did my best to protect him from the werewolves. I decided to keep slow Gojo in the cabin, but he wasn't too happy with that. He was finally saying something else other than go, though. He reconnected and I revived him. I'm not sure of what he said, but I have a feeling it wasn't nice. He disconnected once more, and that was the last we ever saw of him. The female and I eventually made it to Mexico, where we continued our journey.